Hello everyone, and welcome to ZeldaSpeedRuns. So today, we have a Skyward Sword Randomizer Season 2 tournament, Swiss Round 1 match between CovenEsme and 64-bit Link. So on commentary, we will have Pac-Man Power Ghost and Raid Spinel, and on tracking, we will have Battle Cats and Vimilia. So thanks everyone, and have a great race.
Hello.
Welcome, fellow gamers, to another exciting match. You excited, Raid?
I am excited. It's I signed up to com this one a little while ago because, 64. It's hard to say how he's doing these days because he just hasn't been playing a lot recently, but he was pretty good. And Esme just kind of showed up since co-op ended about and has been destroying people. So
64 has been playing a lot of vanilla, so that's what he's been doing recently. So
yeah, and our settings today are 3D open, so mini games are on, and since 64 plays so much vanilla, he has the 100% experience to know how to do the mini games well.
So that'll definitely be an advantage for him. We'll see if Esme can not get too punished.
Something to note during the draft is 64 banned Swordless after seeing what happened to me yesterday. He told me he was already thinking he was gonna ban Swordless, and then he watched the match yesterday and said no to that. And Esme is the one who picked open, so.
So we're about to find out our dungeons here in our first item. Just a vanilla pouch. Let's go.
Vanilla.
Sky Earth Temple.
Cistern. Anti-fungens. Let's go.
Basically, those dungeons are really short. Well, at least not long, like Sandship and Fire Sanctuary. So that will be good for the runners here.
These are typically considered the 3 shortest dungeons. And also having the least requirements between them.
And since the seat's very open, it's kind of be interesting to see if they go to rush their dungeons straight away.
Chest sing. Door sing. There. You usually don't see people this neck and neck right at the start.
Really? I've watched plenty of races, and that happens all the time in the early game because everyone has like optimal movement here and there on the, at least in top runners anyway.
That was really synced. Boring hall. Another pouch. It's 2 pouches so far. Nothing useful yet, but 2 pouches.
Hey man, this is a cracked bingo seat already. Let's go.
Yes. I like Esme's Link model too. 64 is going to be making a bit save file to help him in back in time later. Esme is not.
I assume he's making that for safety in Earth Temple.
And it looks like Eldon is... I was going to say Eldon's our starting pillar, but this is open, and all the pillars are open.
Yeah, all the pillars. But it looks like Knight Academy doesn't got anything wrong. As soon as I say that, it bellows. So that only really opens up a couple of checks for us.
I think it really opens up 1 for the time being.
Well, the time being, yeah.
And given our dungeons, I think it only opens up 2 checks total. Nice bonk on Esme. Esme? No, 64 hitting his bellows. I think Esme might be having a little bit of controller issues. Good now, though. But 64, the bit magic file puts him a little behind, but that's going to be useful probably in Skyview and definitely in Earth Temple. Because Earth Temple is the only dungeon that you always RBM in. Fire Sanctuary, people always RBM in, even though you technically don't have to.
But if you only use one instance of that Bitmagic file, is it really going to be that useful though?
No, but with Skyview and Earth Temple, we could see it being used twice.
Hmm.
Esme writing nunfuck on her tracker.
Nice. I didn't see that.
64 is going to do Malara already.
I like this play because getting Bellows really early kind of signifies that Bellows might be useful in Logic, so...
I'm very glad for 64's sake that Malara works if you haven't talked to Rina yet.
Hmm.
I feel like that's something that wouldn't work if you haven't talked to Rina. 64 gonna be cleaning this nice old lady's house. She's gonna give him 20 rupees and something extra. We will see what that is.
Some more
Finally, 5
crystal.
gratitude crystals on Esme.
Don't know why I said more.
And money.
That early money is actually super nice because you can save that 40 rupees for later if you need them.
Runners do not have access to Beetle yet. Oh no, 64 is going to be so sad when he gets more money in Cave. Getting 300 rupees on Malara, maxing out his wallet.
It'll be interesting to see where our runners decide to go here. If they want to do an early surface dip or a Skyloft 2 with a bit of a sky routing. Is Esme going? Oh no, she's done the sky loop. That's right.
Going straight for Lumpy though. There's a Beetle in Mines, and there's
Night Academy
a required
sucks.
item in Night Academy.
So far, we've only determined that could be Bellows, but it could be something else. Yes, yeah, the best dungeons.
64 going for his Waterfall Cave now, going to be getting the 5 crystals and the gold rupee that he's probably not going to be too happy to see.
Kind of want to see the webcam reaction. I guess Esme might be doing like a sky loop and then dip back to Alden as the last hintstone. Yeah. Harp and Bug Catcher. It's Skullair on the path to Alden Volcano.
Oh, bug
That
game required!
Yo! Let's
Bug
go.
Net is a required item in this scene. You love to see it and you hate to see it at the same time.
Hey guys, this is the Jasnick scene.
Harp is on Bugnet. Harp is on Bug Minigame.
Jasnix doesn't even know! Whoa.
64 is actually going to be getting a hint that Esme doesn't have yet. Esme went to Lumpy first. And Esme is going to be going into Thunderhead. It's just
Interesting.
in there.
To do it early though, just for the one check in the hintstone. Or two.
I mean, a hint stone and a check that takes you to 40 seconds. It's not bad.
So there's a G1, Path Hint, and Betroyer as well. Is it interesting?
Our runners only have 5 crystals though, so... 64! Old school play here, going to Eldon without all the hints.
I mean, there's generally, like, I would say 90% of the time, you're not going to get punished by doing it. So like, unless there's a hint stone that says Eldon or Mogmater's Baron, like, then you shoot yourself in the foot. But like,
Yeah, and the only item he's missing is the one from Lumpy. So there's a pretty good chance that he's not going to be missing out on Mitts or Wombag. He's missing out on a sword, though. That is not logically available. You logically need Digging Mitts to get that. There's a sword in Thunderhead. My favorite.
well, it means Esme can get another check here, which is nice. The Nehru Caves key.
You hate to see it in a seed where sandship is not required.
That might be a path to a check later on, depending on if Bellows is sots. Interesting that it was very early too.
Battle too.
That would be nice for later.
Inconvenient progression items here in Eldon.
Well, there's bomb bags, so.
Bombs on. Bombs up there. That is a convenient progression item.
I would say the rattle's pretty convenient because you're going to trade it in to check bat, which is a sots anyway, so. And it gives you an excuse to go to night as well.
Another gold rupee from Esme.
And a bottle. Ooh. Fledge is open. Keena's open.
You hate to see it.
And the earlier you find that bottle, from my understanding, the more likely those checks are going to be required. Oh boy.
It'll be interesting to see if 64 ends up spending money before getting that gold rupee in Thunderhead. Because he is going to have Bomb Bag, and he is going to have access to...
I think with having 300 rupees, it's a great idea to spend them as soon as you can, just in case that there's a requirement of an extra $200, like if it's stacked.
And getting the on the wall item before getting the Bomb Bag on the cliff. Esme finishing up their Sky Loop, going to be getting this last hint stone that 64 got. There's an evil crystal in Skipper's Retreat, so that is Bellows' Lamau. There's one more check that it could be used for.
Oh, I didn't catch that earlier. My bad. And it looks like Esme is following 64's footsteps and is elected to go to Eldon. Fire shield earrings.
There is now more stuff that 64 can do here in Eldon.
Very true, yeah. We kind of need some sort of progression item right now, and even though we do have progression, it's not necessarily for completing dungeons.
Yeah, but...
Well, except Bomb Bag.
The problem with Betrow is our runners only have 5 gratitude crystals total. You can see what song that was on 64. Esme getting their caves key.
Yeah, it was Din's.
Din's, okay. Though until we get the bug net, there are going to be no required trials. Logically. 64 is going to be grabbing a check here at Volcano Ascent. And probably going up to Summit. Get 2 checks up there. Esme is going to be able to get one more a hint stone that 64 is not, because Esme has a bottle.
They might even just not elect to go up there right now. We'll see what happens.
Ouch. Esme. That could have been a lot worse. Esme could have just been bodied. 64 getting mugged.
Also, we're gonna shame these runners for not doing dig spot RBM.
Yes. Esme, what are you doing here? Esme also going for... Oh, it's to route better... It's to better route the path to Magma Turf. I was wondering why both runners were getting the bombable wall on cliff before getting the cliff check. But I guess it's so that they can run off the cliff straight to Magma Turf. A 64 in Summit. Didn't see what the first item he got was, but...
Oh, it's just a heart metal junk. Some crystals.
May see it go to Betrow now. Given that Betrow is so likely to have something. Because, I mean, Path to Skyview 1 either has to be a distance activator, Gale, or Mitz. The only things it could be. Or Beetle. It could be Beetle.
Yeah.
Which is it is a distance activator, but you can technically need like Bow and Beetle.
Yeah. I think what 64 is probably going to do here is leave Eldin, and then once he leaves Eldin, do a bit of Sky Loop, and then probably go to Skyloft. Maybe do Paro, and then go straight to Shop, and then Betrow and Birdie's crystals. That's what I would do in this scenario.
64 throwing that bomb a little too late. That's a little Monka, given he has 2 hearts. He's throwing it a flash too late.
Oh, 64, no! It's a fair chunk of time loss, actually.
I think we'll probably see him. He's gonna go try that again. Esme getting Dins. Has Fire Shield Earrings, is gonna be following 64 up to Summit next. But still, Esme does have a bottle. Yeah, it's not a lot of time loss on 64's end, given where he respawned.
Just an unfortunate scenario, I think.
64,
Stuff like that.
Noticing that he was throwing a little early. Just adjusting, and that one is going to work. But like Esme jumped down to where the Bogos are when they were trying to get bombable wall on cliff, you know. Missing circles, definitely went for it.
No circles today. So it looks like 64 is electing to dip in here. Probably going to do the key setup. This is interesting. I'm not sure if Esme knows how to do this, so he might be pursuing an advantage here.
Yeah, 64 probably going for key seed here. That's just some of the any percent knowledge coming in. The vanilla speedrun.
Us rando babies don't really have the muscle memory for these kind of tricks. Gets it first try.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So 64 is definitely going to be doing this way before Esme does.
So I guess whatever we get here will kind of determine how early in spheres this will be.
And if nothing else, 64 can full clear, besides the first chest, which he can just grab with all the other dig spots later. Esme also throwing early with 2 hearts, Monka.
Bro, are they both gonna die to the same thing?
Okay, no, Esme adjusted.
Did Esme go to Volcano Summit?
Esme is going to... I don't think Esme went to Volcano Summit yet.
I didn't think so.
Because they would have been there a lot longer than 64 because they have the bubble. Esme is going for a hint stone right now. That's why they saved at Earth Temple. They're going to grab this hint stone, then reset the console. Don't die, Esme, please.
Yeah, that's
Esme, what
second. It's that second bomb on the left doomed her there.
If Esme Dig Spot RBM scums this, Esme is my new favorite runner, but I don't think Esme is gonna.
Cage, interesting. Puts more value into going back to Skyloft.
On red, Colossus Battle. C chart, that is a progression item. It's not a very useful one given Sand Chip isn't in logic, but...
What was that first hint?
Oh, I didn't see either of the hints, but Esme writes
No.
down reds, so...
There was a junk hit in the other one.
Viral charge is on a trial, oh no.
God.
It's fair in trial, according to Esme's notes.
It's not the worst, actually.
And it looks like the other hint might have been Fledge's Baron.
Oh, wait, Fledge was Baron. Oh. Interesting. So that kind of
The other hint
diminishes
was
that
junk,
bottle
okay.
advantage. Oh,
Fledge,
okay.
Esme did write down Fledge Baron at some point, so one of the hint stones Esme has grabbed has said Esme has told her that Fledge is Baron. Esme grabbing Summit finally, and we are going to see a hint stone here that 64 did not get because Esme got a bottle from Thunderhead. Beetle on 64. That is a... Not a beetle locked beetle, but that is still a great place to see that. Missing lava spume. That's unfortunate. But just a little bit of time lost. I'm not totally sure if 64 knows that Esme is not going to be doing this, but it's a safe bet, given that Esme is not a vanilla runner. And you know, you could use the bow or the beetle to get that. Bow or the other beetle to get that, because there are 2.
Yeah, but who knows when they're going to be found in the seed, so...
And given what our dungeons are, it's hard to say where that other beetle is in logic, or where the beetle he just got is in logic, because you don't need both beetles for anything in this seed, except the 2 chests at the end of Fire Node.
So it looks like Lake Floria's double sots, which is interesting.
Did the hint stone just have 2 Floria Sots hints?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty pog, actually. Don't see that often.
Yeah, that's a nice hint, and given that there's no cube, so it is just the 3 checks in Floria. One of them is a sometimes hint, too. So, there's a chance that all 3 chests in Floria are hinted in this scene.
So it looks like that brings value into Farron at the moment. So if our runners wanted to get some more information and go for hint stones and potentially pursue that Lake Floria site.
64, using his bit magic file that he made earlier. He's going to be doing an RBM here. Glitch to skip having to roll the boulder through the giant tunnel with no checks in it by setting the pegs to be pushed and thus giving him 64, you have to commit. Did that fail? Did he, like... No, he just didn't commit.
Wow!
He forbore.
Oh, okay.
Forgot to commit. And I mean, that's... 64, like I said, really hasn't been playing.
No.
Getting really bad iframes there. That's just
Some
a bit
things.
of rust, I think.
Yeah. Not too major, to be honest. But as we were saying earlier about 64 doing this early keys, like when you're playing against only one opponent, you kind of want to try and pursue an advantage where you know your opponent won't do. So something like a trick that you're pretty sure your opponent won't do is an easy way of doing that. And having a different route, or forcing yourself to have a different route from your opponent. And in this case, it's pretty good for check density as well, so it's not necessarily a bad play to go for.
Esme doing a second Skyloft trip here now, so we're going to be seeing some new checks from Esme, including the sling shit. So, can the path to Girahim be anything but a beetle? Or mitts at this point? It can't be.
Slingshot.
Oh, the bottle was out of logic. That is a good point.
Slingshot's only projectile at the moment, so...
Dragon Sculpture. 64 getting his boss key, getting his D.
That's a pretty nice location, actually. At least for full clearing a dungeon. So if someone was putting Earth Temple off for a while, and was potentially go-moding it, it's going to be a while before they get the boss key.
Monkel is also...
Did Esme check Petro?
Esme did not check Petro.
That's
Like, Petro
very
made the
odd.
path to G1.
Yeah, that's I think that's a bit of a misplay, actually.
Because if Petro has mitts, you're going to... Probably not going to need mitts, actually.
If it's just a key in the dig spot, then I guess you won't need it for your Skyview trip
If
and
it's
your
just
Farron
a
trip,
small key, and you can reason that it's just a small key,
or a
by
map.
item placements, or no, I'm just saying, like, if Petro's
Yeah.
path to G1 is mitts, if it's for a small key, that is skippable.
Hmm.
So
Ah.
maybe Esme is banking on, you know, the path is a bow, or the path is mitts and it leads to a small key. Honestly, it's pretty likely that Esme can beat Skyview with her current items. But there are 3 checks she can't get, so... Actually, no, 2, because I know that Esme knows all the slingshot tricks. So, there are only 2 checks that she can't get.
Bow and heel fight. Oh, interesting. So that does put Earth Temple down on logic, as Chad has pointed out.
So the Hook Beetle fight has the bow, which means... Bombs were very early in logic. Like, our runners have access to the bow. So yeah, no, the path to G1 has to be the other beetle, or...
No, it has to be scale or mitts. Because beetle is in logic, so...
Oh, right. Because with the
The
bow,
bow.
what 64 is doing is in logic. And so it does
Yeah.
have to be scalar mitts, you're right. But we don't know what Petro it's technically.
I'm willing to bet it's going to be like scale.
I'd say 10 and 5 makes sense logically, but 30, given how much is open, like finding Bomb Bag in Sphere 0 in an open seed, there's so much the runners can do. that it is very likely that Patrol 30 is a Sphere 1 check. Or I guess Sphere 2, because Sphere 0 would be bomb bag, Sphere 1 would be all the crystals.
I think it's a hard choice to make when you do decide to go to Patrol here, just because of the abundance of how much stuff you can do.
Yeah, I mean, finding the bomb bag early gives you so much to do.
Both the bomb bag and claws have that problem.
I'd say it's likely that the path to G1 is on Patrol 5 or 10, but you can't forget that Patrol 30 is the most likely place for progression in the game.
Yep.
64 Monk of Stamina.
Oh, he's gonna have to... Oh. I didn't move for a while. That was a bit...
I don't know how none of those sword swings hit Scaldy. That was...
Yeah, that was very bizarre.
64 getting robbed. Esme is going to be routing Slingshot into Farron. Not a unusual play at all, Monk of Stamina. But it is something that you can elect to skip. It's a little bit of a risk to save some time.
With having so much to do right now, I'm questioning the, doing this instantly. I guess with bombs, it's not that bad.
Like, when you have bombs, why not just go to Linear, right? I suppose the difference in hit stones is pretty big, and the fact that Floria has double sots and Esme knows
Yeah. That's why, I would say it's very high valued at this moment in time. Because I think information's a lot more valuable in the early parts of the seed. Because you're more likely to gain benefits from your hints in the early game than you are later. Just because of the fact that you can get hints that you could have already done. So...
Vanilla Heart Container, I believe, is what they're talking about. 64, finishing up Earth Temple, having a dungeon done. Esme still has done so much more overworld clearing now, so hard to say how much of an advantage having Earth Temple done is for him.
Well, he's got a beetle, so... We don't know where the other one's going to be, so... If Free Eyes has something good on it, then we might see a slight advantage for 64 to come in for a bit. And I agree with Yali, if 64 realises Patrol would put him in squarely in the lead. Like, it also avoids having to go back to Farron, because I think you could, full clear it nearly.
If it's scale. If it's mitts, then...
Yeah, then it doesn't matter, but
So I think 64 is hoping for, or at least 64, if he had the perspective of the comps, hoping for a scale of the throw. This is a very, very obtuse angle to try and do this trick at. There we go. And Farron Trial Spiral Charge. Crashing in bit is easy. True.
it's also very hard.
Hurt piece. I didn't see both of those hints, but one of those was Harp minigame being dead.
Huh? Oh. was gonna say, for a minute, I completely forgot that minigames was on.
He saw the bartender hint and had a stroke. Did not see the other hint, and didn't see Esme write anything down.
No spreading of the butter, at least for a little while.
.64 finally going to be grabbing some of these hit stones that he doesn't have.
We're 34 minutes in and he's finally doing his sky loop. Let's go.
Let's go. He's finished the dungeon.
Pretty much half cleared a region. Like,
Oh my god. The slingshot accuracy. Esme wasn't even aiming at the crystal for the last shot.
whoops. I think we completely forgot about a hint stone. About that beetle. And then in lines.
.64? Grab the hint stone?
Yeah, you already looked at it.
Oh, okay. No, End of Mines has Beetle, and then I mentioned that. Archery minigame is also dead. I think we missed that somewhere because that's Esme has that hint written down.
So that's the first small key.
That is not what Esme wants to see.
No.
I'm sure she realizes at this point that Petro has to give her access to one of the two checks she can't get. She doesn't know yet that Petro isn't going to have Beetle because she doesn't know there's a Beetle in her temple. No, the End of Mines has a Beetle in it.
Hmm.
She knows that Mines has a Beetle, so she knows that there's a Beetle in Logic. So she knows that Petro is going to give her access to this check that she can't get right now, and that she's going to lock herself out of it until she has scale.
It's a little unfortunate, actually. Because depending on what is on Petro, that might screw her over a little bit.
It also depends on what's on that check, because if it's just the other small key, then I'd say she's fine.
Hmm. But we won't find that out for a little bit.
Yeah, we do have a Beetle hint in Mines. According to Esme's notes, it's specifically the End of Mines.
Yes. Oh, Esme.
You hate to see it.
Isn't
that the second time that Gulchel has bodied someone in the tournament? Esme just put a bunch of R's on her notes.
R. The hard R.
Esme not very happy dying to a Skulltula.
No, I wouldn't be either.
Who else did this Skulltula body?
Not me.
Esme, you're
Tell
not
you
gonna
that.
have enough stamina.
Oh no. The swim of shame. Wait, it was Flo?
It was Flo? That makes sense. Flo
That makes sense. Bro.
Well, I watched Floha's match, so that makes sense.
I didn't watch it, so I don't remember this happening, unfortunately.
See, 64 getting his sword, and then he's going to be getting a bottle here from... Bottle here from Isle of Songs. H! Esme loves to see that.
Hmm.
So Esme can beat the dungeon now. And having a small key, she doesn't need to burst it or good. She should.
I will say on
Going
an
to anyways, but
yeah, I don't know.
the
Depends
path,
on the small key.
the path to what's his face? Ghirahim 1. The path to Ghirahim 1 has got to be a small key on the dig spot.
That's true, actually. Unless it's a sus item.
So scale or mitts. I looked to pull something out of my drawer, and the Stalfos was already dead.
On an unrelated note, I'll agree with what Floha said about our match. It's very unfortunate that you pursued claw shots and claw shots basically led to nothing, so...
Behind bars has nothing on it. Esme, I hope doesn't try and bit warp in this room.
Esme, don't bit warp here. I've done that before and it was not a great idea. No, okay. We're going for a bomb refill here. It's actually pretty nice.
Alright, so Esme knows her stuff. She's doing the bit warp from here. She was just F warping back like I hoped she was. Your average Link can't chase, can't spell Bugnet.
Bro, why aren't our runners chasing our bat sites?
I think they both just make the same gamble that it's a small key on the dig spot.
What if it's Bugnet though?
It can't be. It's Path to Ghirahim 1.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Wait, what? Wait. I guess doesn't it have to be a small key at this point?
Yeah, no, the dig spot has to be a small key. Like, it 100% has to. Given that we have beetles in logic, so the path to G1 can only be scale or digging mids.
But like, what I'm confused is why they're not elected to do Patrol.
Who knows?
Like, next we're gonna see our runners just completely skip the lake because, I don't know.
I mean, they could want to come back with scale.
Yeah, but then why didn't you do Patrol?
I don't know, because Patro, they can only do up to Patro 10. Esme only has 10 crystals.
Yeah, but it takes like 2 minutes, and that's 2 checks. It's like 1 minute per check. Like, it's...
Like, I feel like everyone is assuming that Patro 5 to 10 has to have the path to G1, but it's much more likely to be on Patro 30. Nice cutscene skip from 64. Not something you see every day.
I think if you're just gonna do the second trip to Skyward, I don't know why you wouldn't check it, if I'm being honest, but...
I completely agree, but it's not like this is some crazy throw from both of the runners.
No, it's not.
They have no crystals. Like,
and they also have no idea where swords are at the moment, so... Like, it's not the biggest deal.
Esme did in fact do a couple Kikuis before Skyview. They didn't finish Slingshot, but you know, not using Skyview because Esme didn't know they'd be able to beat Skyview. If H had been on the dig spot, like it had a pretty decent chance to be, then Esme wouldn't have been able to finish Skyview. CJ saying that the fact that they have so few crystals is a reason to do that early. In a standard seed, I would agree, but this is open and they have like 20 checks in Lanayru or something.
Yeah, it's if you're not so my understanding is if you're gonna put it off now, you're gonna put it off like until 30. There's no way there's no way you do it like now. You're gonna go for check density at that point or pursue the lake sites, but then like it's I don't know I think it's a misplay if you're gonna do Patro like straight after Skyview at this point. Like, why wouldn't you pursue that straight away if you...
Like, I feel like the runners might be hoping for more crystals here in Farron, though.
Yeah, but that's gambler's fallacy at that point, though. Like,
our runners know that one of two items has to be on Patro. It's either the scale or a pair of mitts that locks the other pair of mitts.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the... Like, I don't understand why you wouldn't finish, like, the region you're in, which is Skyloft, and just orphan it.
CJ,
Like,
I think that Esme going to Skyloft and not doing Patro is the biggest misplay of the season. Esme's doing G1. She didn't need Patro to do this. It was a gamble, sure, but it was one that she clearly made consciously.
It's like a 50-50 at this point. It's going to be scale, and that's locking 2 progression items. Like, bro.
It's a 50-50 that it's scale, and if it's mitts, then it doesn't matter.
But that opens up, like, checks and Eldin that are super quick, so I don't know.
I think that they made a conscious gamble, and it paid off.
We'll see.
And I think that 64 is doing the exact same thing.
Mm.
Plus, everyone is just basing, like, making this assumption that the scale is on Patro 10. Like, that is, everyone is...
Well...
I say everyone, but just, like, 2 people.
I'm not saying that, like, it's a worse play. I'm just saying that, like, if you're on Skyloft, I don't see why you would elect to skip it.
I agree. I would have done Patro.
Yeah. It's like if you don't go to Skyloft, then yeah, hell yeah, don't bother. Like
if I was on Skyloft, I would have done Patro, but Esme didn't, and they're saving time.
Yeah, I guess if it will save time if crystals are found in Lanayru or the rest of Farron or whatever, and then it's on 30 or 40 or something.
Yeah, if the item's on 30 or 40, this is a definitive time save for Esme.
It will save probably maybe maximum 2 minutes though.
And Esme Esme only had 5 crystals?
Bruh.
Okay, so then Esme not doing Patro is like triple justifiable. Trackers had her on 10, but apparently she had 5.
Bruh. Yeah, no, because justifying 5 loose is a bit, difficult. Yeah.
We were having this profound discussion.
Based on the fact that they had 10 loose, and they didn't have 10 loose. Oh my god. Esme? I apologize.
I want some major copium saying sleep tonight and get 5 loose crystals.
Dude, stop projecting, brother. For real? Yeah, there was a 5 in Earth Temple.
Esme going to be finishing up Slingshot now.
We'll see if that pays off here.
Uh, 64 I think is also going to be finishing Slingshot, but he skipped Machi with the intent of beating Skyview.
Hmm. Thank you, Green Rupee, for announcing yourself.
Ooh, my favorite, Green Rupee. 64 also is going to be doing a lot of these
Oh.
with the whip.
Whip. Oh boy.
There's my alarm to wake up.
Wake up, Jeff.
64 is going to be doing a lot of these checks with the beetle, which is a little bit unfortunate. It's just takes a little longer.
Just a tad. Get ready for Farron Woods to collect us. True, true. Something tells me scaled to net plus mitts.
Yeah, mitts. Or it could be mitts to scale. I think the double Floria slots means that it has to be scaled to net and mitts, but...
I don't know. This is very difficult to figure out at the moment for me.
I feel like we have more slots hints than we can, like, deal with.
Oh, we got a few paths and then a few slots. That's what
I think if swords end up influencing slots in any way, we'll see some slight difference.
Yeah, that would be interesting to see though.
Because one of our swords is mitts locked, so if any other swords are mitts locked, but mitts are already going to be slots for Skyview, so who knows?
It's also required for that sword in Thunderhead.
H.
So. Ancient System Baron.
What was
That's a
it?
good hint.
Elden Trial has what?
Song part, I think.
I think the hero part, awesome.
That's a super good hint. It means we're just gonna leave AC for until endgame. So there we go.
Esme finally getting some gratitude crystals.
Interesting, interesting.
I think we'll probably see Esme go for something in Linnea here.
Yeah, I feel like
Thoughts crystals. Probably. Man, you all.
Swords crystals. Oh, bros, no.
Wait, but those crystals would be scale locked. So then Betro would have mitts, which is required to get enough crystals for scale.
What?
Well, Betro would have scale, which you need to get more crystals, which you need to get mitts.
That has both scale and mitts.
Maybe.
Oh my lord.
Okay, but we still don't know. Like, if we get a lonely chest on the lake hint, that's pretty important.
We already had that.
because- We did?
I'm pretty sure we already had that hint, but I
Hang
completely
on.
forgot what it was.
I don't see that on Esme's notes.
Yeah, we did. I just don't. Yeah, CJ can even recall. What?
He's confused. If
What?
we get a lonely chest on the lake hint, that's pretty big.
Oh, I swear I saw one, but whatever.
64 not realizing he's missing a small key. He's probably going to go do the bit warp here. If he's reading the path hints right, he should realize that there has to be a small key on the dig spot. It's the only possibility. I was getting more gratitude crystals here in Linnea. Why is this man in Linnea? Because she doesn't know Kisi now.
Needs that beetle.
She needs the beetle or the bow. That are both hinted. What about Skylar? She's only got 15 crystals.
15. I thought she has 20.
I don't know.
Those
20
cracker.
now. They were.
Yeah.
She got 15 in Floria. She just got 5 more.
Yeah. Hmm.
Okay, but until we get the lonely chest on the lake hint, there is a chance those crystals aren't sots.
Because of how many packs we have, CJ is correct. It would have to be 40 plus.
There's a chance that the sots items are the other two checks until we get lonely chest on the lake. And if we see a lonely chest on the lake hint, those crystals are immediately sots, and it is time to panic.
Panic mode activated.
He's too many scale-locked crystals. You mean 5? Pen. Skyview Pack 2. Oh yeah, near the end of Skyview. Almost made it. She'd held the brake slide a little bit longer.
Brake slides are hard.
True. They also did that with a daringly low amount of stamina. Would like to remind the audience that there's a lot of stuff to do in Lanayru, and I really hope that Esme doesn't commit to Lanayru very hard. Esme is going to get an item that they need to beat Skyview here, or to beat Earth Temple here. This will give them everything they need to beat Earth Temple. Even logic, like they're not going to go out of logic beating Earth Temple here.
You think, you don't want Esme to orphan the 2 checks at the back of Fire Node?
I also just don't want Esme to do a bunch of pointless stuff. But there is...
I mean, we're still looking for swords at this point, so... Like, the Nehru just has nice check density for it. But doing progression at this point, if Earth Temple is probably the better idea, so... But we'll see.
But like I was saying, Esme wants crystals. Yeah, Esme is not doing this. She's going to Earth Temple.
Honestly, that's a good play.
And Esme will be getting 10 more crystals from Earth Temple.
Hmm. Always rush dungeons. Although, not always, actually.
But, you know, Esme has a full clearable dungeon in Logic. So... Nope, she's making me look dumb. She's just going to talk to Dodo.
No, Esme. It's hard to say what's the better play.
Well, we in the Omniscient Spectators booth know that she should be going to Earth Temple, because that's 10 more crystals. She'd have 30.
Hmm.
Which would put 30 in Logic.
Yeah, like, in Esme's perspective, it's like, do I rush my dungeon, or do I do, a crap ton of checks?
But, you know, knowing that she would get 10 crystals in Earth Temple, she should go to Earth Temple. But she can't know that, so it's hard for her to say. But what does she really need for Go Mode? She knows that there has to be Mitz or Gale on the Tro, and I think she's just putting it off till she can do 30.
I don't think it's the map, from memory.
No,
I thought we saw the map.
I don't think we've seen the map.
Oh, okay.
But
I don't remember, it's all a blur. Maybe I'm getting confused with Earth Temple map placement.
Yeah, we did see the Earth Temple map. The Earth Temple map was on the mini-boss, I believe.
Bugnet is super important, so...
I'm just waiting to see a lonely chest on the lake hint, because then the seed becomes Monka. Alright, probably 64 going to be getting the map here.
Oh yeah, definitely a huge lead if it's Bugnet. That's a map.
Yeah, no, it had to be the map. That's unfortunate. I wonder if Florida just has double SOTS crystals.
Find out at some point.
I mean, I think that's something I've definitely talked with 64 about before is, you know, they added restricted maps finally, so the map has to be before the boss, but we never remember, so it doesn't matter.
The only
Yeah.
bad thing about having Bugnet locking half is that Bugnet cannot be on trial. I guess for the spectator, that's going to be a good thing for the runners here, though.
You know, we could also, Esme getting her hinted bow. Aurora's Courage locks Spiral Charge, just to remember. We could make the seed go a little spooky.
A little spooky.
We can put scale wherever we want.
Raid has the power to place items in the seed.
You wanna make the path to Betro. You wanna make the Betro path to G1 Aurora's Courage.
Oh my god. That'd be funny though.
Alchemy Seed make me go sad. 64 finishing Skyview. He has 2 dungeons done, and he is going to be getting the whip here shortly. 64 is a scale and a bugnet from Go Mode.
Huh? And swords.
And swords. Swords aren't real.
Swords are fake. Yeah.
Swords are an imagination. Oh, CJ bringing up. We do still need Ballad for Gorko. Ballad still has a use in these settings.
Not finding ballads a bit sussy.
64 up to 20 crystals now. He will be up to 25, leaving Farron.
Sussy fucker.
I know that 64 of all people really liked doing loose crystals for no reason, so we could see him go back to Skyloft and finally check the throw.
Yo guys, this is crazy. We're an hour in and no one's checked Betro.
Despite Betro being path to a boss that both runners have beat.
Really want a Heath Ledger Joker quote here, but I'm blanking right now.
I mean, scale could be anywhere, and Betro could just have a pair of mitts that locks the other pair of mitts. That's not necessarily useful. And then scale could be on Levias.
All my homies hate logic. True. That's why everyone goes out of logic.
Like, to say that the Betro item is 100% useful ignores the fact that we don't need mitts to finish the seed.
I mean, both of our runners can go mode AC.
Once they find scale. It's barren. Oh, 60... Urla's being mean to 64. Whip. 64 realizing... Thinking. Maybe not realizing. I don't think.
What is... Oh my god!
Erla,
What a troll! What a
Erla,
troll!
Erla, I'm gonna throttle Erla.
I'm gonna throw her.
He's hiding, you can't see him.
Much like the cat on Skyloft, gonna throw off the edge. Just gonna do it. It's gonna happen.
Oh my god, Erla cutting without a sword. I did it with practice sword in that scene, that was awful. But I imagine doing it with bombs would be even worse.
So you can do it with bombs, you can do it with beetle. What else can you do it with? Bar? Question mark?
It's me. Drowning in the sand. At this point, I think 64 avoiding Leneru would be huge.
It's a lot of checks.
If 64
What?
finishes the seed without ever going to Leneru, then... But, like, shortcut chest could have scale, right? And then Betro could have mitts. The chances of that are very unlikely given the double Florida sots, but...
Yeah, I'm not sure what 64 is gonna do here.
It's hard to figure out where scale is given the hints we have. 64 for Gore, Icky Queen. I think that's where Esme's routing pays off a little bit more. But 64 still didn't have to save Machi, which is the more time consuming one.
So there's a logic. Wait, there was another bottle. Where was the other bottle?
Out of logic?
There was one out of logic bottle, but there's another one. I've already forgotten. I was gonna comment if that was our first logical bottle, but I don't remember.
Is Esme really done with Lenair?
At least, from my understanding, yeah.
Oh, nice. Couldn't get the claw shot locked stuff, but...
No. Also, the hook beetle lock stuff,
Yeah.
which is a little
Gonna
annoying.
Dodo here.
Because 64, if he does elect to go to Leneru, can do that when he does the trip.
I want to bring up that 64 doesn't have the double Florida sots. Those were on the same hint stone.
He doesn't know!
Yeah, he doesn't know that Floria's double sots.
Bruh. That is,
I really hope Esme is not going to do fun. I would orphan this chick. Dodo, leave me alone, Dodo.
Come on, man. You gotta have some fun. Like, what are you doing, bro?
Loopy. Esme is going to be doing fun.
Let's go. We're gonna be clowning around here. We're in the circus plans. Let's go. It's time for some legally mandated fun. It may be required fun, so who knows?
Fun island minigame.
Alright. Bets on if Esme gets it first go.
This seems like the kind of thing Esme would have practiced. So I'm gonna say, yeah.
I'm gonna say no to represent the other half of the chat. If
Some quality entertainment. We are betting against each other.
six go on Battle Cats' guess. Interesting.
The sixth attempt. You know, that's a pretty realistic. 6 attempts is pretty realistic, I'd say.
Here we go. No, that's not the way. Oh, nah, did it. It's first try. Alright. I was gonna say that was interesting pathing, but worked out.
Esme!
Insane. Song
Word
piece.
Song of the Hero piece. Has Skyloft Trial been hinted? No.
Good question.
It is not.
I mean, you can't really use the strat if was the movement she had, from my understanding, anyway. So
The only trial we've been hinted as a progression item. Will 64 go to Skyloft? He really doesn't have many other options. He could go to Linearu and get nothing. Let's go! He's going to Linearu to get nothing!
No, he still has the end of fire node. So that might potentially oh, he might be just doing nothing now. We'll see.
He grabbed spores when he was in Farron, I believe.
Kina is an interesting cult, bro. Can we not hope it's Kina? I don't want Kina to have the luxury of giving a progression item. I'm sorry.
It looks like Esme is going to be doing Skyloft before Earth Temple. Which is unfortunate for her because she does not have 30 crystals. I think neither runner is going to go do Batro with 30 crystals.
Was there anything on the end of Earth Temple?
Crystals.
Those crystals won't be in logic, by the way.
Yeah, 30 is in logic.
Wait, where were the crystals? Was it on the heart container, or
So Esme
end
has
of-
25 crystals, I believe. They got 10 that were scale locked, but there are 10 more in Earth Temple.
were there any of those crystals on the heart container or the end of the dungeon? Because if so, they're not in logic.
How?
Mitts.
Hook Beetle.
Isn't Mitts required to
No, you can use Hook
dig
Beetle.
the fin?
Logically.
Oh, okay. That's true.
It's Mitch
actually.
or Hook Beetle.
That's right, my bad. Whoopsies.
So the end of the dungeon is in logic. I didn't think about that, but Hook Beetle was an option. Tumbleweed! Tumbleweed!
Yo!
Is that an 800 rupee tumbleweed that I see?
Did we really orphan Beetle Shop for this long?
Yes.
I'm very disappointed.
Oh, thank you.
We had money so early that, like, man. Even though it looks like it's gonna be nothing, but sinking Beetle Shop, let's go.
I think Beetle is barren.
It looks like Beetle's barren. Oh, the Beetle's cage!
64 has the Honrid Beetle.
Yo. Oh, crack! Let's go.
Crack. You love to see it. Esme now at 25. Puts 40 in logic, I think. Almost. We don't have claws. If we had claws, we'd have 40 in logic. So we're one crystal pack away from 40 in logic.
Yo, give us some crack here.
They have 2 out of logic crystal packs, but 30 was already in logic because there's 10 more in Earth Temple.
We got some more crack.
Esme,
Yes. I made it appear out of thin air. Let's go. Yes.
Yep, that is 40 in logic. Aki's so enthusiastic about crack.
I mean, Bogan.
Okay, but
Question mark?
hear me out. Scale on 50.
Yeah, I'm scared. That would be nutty.
Between both
Yes.
the runners, we've seen everything that's in logic, I think.
Except Patro.
Esme, turn in your soup, please.
Please.
Does Esme know how much time she has? I don't know how much time she has.
I didn't even look at the clock when they got the soup.
They're going to do Owlin, they're going to do Fledge, and then they're going to turn in the soup.
Cold soup.
No, Esme has not turned in soup. She started with Beetle. No, she has 3 bottles. She still has the soup. I saw it at Beatrice.
Yes, Esme's justified that she might make up time with the drinking the bottle of stamina. We'll see.
Esme loves stamina potions.
I mean, it's a good movement advantage, so like...
64 is doing Fledge.
Why is everyone doing everything but Betro? Like...
I think it's just to spite chat at this point.
This is very annoying.
This is some high-level gaming, that's what this is.
I mean, at this point, if you've orphaned it for that long, it makes sense too. But like,
it has been over a minute since Esme entered Academy. That soup, there's no way she makes it in time, right?
I wouldn't think so. We'll see. Synced Fledge, yeah. Had a few sync moments this scene.
Wonder how often the soup timer pauses. Like, does it pause in dialogue or cutscenes?
Oh, true, actually. Not on Fledge.
Heart piece on Fledge. Yao pointing out that the any % world record would have been done now, and our runners still haven't checked Patro.
Come on, guys.
Okay, I was defending the not checking Patro earlier, because it paid off. Please check Patro.
Okay.
Please check it.
Okay. At this point, you're kind of forced. Otherwise, you're doing checks that are really slow. So...
64 has 35 crystals, 10 of those being out of logic. And there are... have 5 more in Linearu, which puts 40 exactly. Right?
I'm seething right now.
The soup? Did it work? Did this pay off? There's no way. Oh my god. Oh my god, it was still hot. The soup,
The soup was still hot.
Hyping hot soup. Don't mind me, I just slept in Fledge's bed for 48 hours.
Yo, I had a freaking thermos in that pack.
Esme Monka staminaing with a stamina potion.
Okay, so at this point, orphaning Betro this late, it makes sense to pursue that advantage.
Okay,
And last location it.
Esme is going with 25. No, she's not. She's turning in Rattle.
It's just
Esme moving around Skyloft with the stamina potion, by the way.
how long does that last, man? Like,
She's been going through a lot of loads with it, so it's lasted a lot longer than it would normally.
it looks like
And the best part is if the required item is on Patro 40, this play makes so much sense for the runners. Esme is going to finally be doing Malara, which 64 did at, I believe, 7 minutes. So an hour and 10 minutes ago for a gold rupee.
Fortunately, the disadvantage that 64 had from doing this early is not going to really be in Esme's favor.
Done. 64, getting 5 loose, and then he's gonna go to Betrow for Betrow 40, which could just be scale. He could just get scale.
If it's on the first 2 checks, I'm gonna seethe so hard right now.
If it's on the first 2 checks, then everyone in chat is going to spontaneously combust. $64 not doing bat warp at night. I'm disappointed.
Right. Only you would do that.
True. Esme is going to be getting 5 loose crystals for Betrow 30.
Alright, here we go.
What are we gonna get? It's a
fucking hell! So guys, that was a huge misplay. Oh, for fuck's sake. And there's crack for 50. Oh my god.
64 maybe go if net is in Floria. Esme will be following shortly behind though.
Bro, that's like...
Oh,
I'm not
64 doesn't have Floria hints.
He's not gonna probably go there right now.
I imagine he's gonna go to Cistern though, because he can full clear his Baron Dungeon. Actually, maybe not.
Why wouldn't you just do it at the end, so then you could optimally path it with not having to warp out?
That's true.
Plus, if you find claw shots, it makes it so much quicker. So... just use a meat, right? Wait, you just up arrowed a comm statement? Wait, which one?
Yes. 64 did not have bottle. When he went to Summit, Esme did, so Esme has the double Floria sauce.
So realistically, we want a really good
What?
Oh! There's no way!
What's in Floria? Mitts, it's Mitts. Wait, what? 64 is go! Wait, no, he needs swords.
Dude, sword sucks?
What is going on? Vanilla TMS would make sense. I don't know what's going on anymore. My hands are up. Help! Hang on, you don't think we're gonna get some dumb trial chain for swords on
Oh my god, that'd be fucking hilarious.
like spiral charge rocks, right?
That would be great. Or like it's claw shots, and then it's a quest item, then a quest item, then like you know what I mean? Like it just continues to go.
You mean KitKat items?
Yeah.
Esme getting scale now. Dude, I am so happy that the scale is on Betrow 5.
That's fucking hilarious. All runners had access to that. Literally at the start of the seed.
I can understand not going to Betrow to just get one reward, but it would have paid off.
It would have paid off huge. So, looks like 64 is elected to go to Lanayru.
Lanayru. Yeah, he doesn't know that Florida has 2 salts items. So
64. I
I bet
beg
you.
you. Sort of end of.
We're dead.
Yeah, he doesn't know.
See, I want to agree sorted into Fire Node, but like,
What the hell's in Double Stot's lake then?
yeah, what's in Double Sots Floria? It can't be the crystals anymore, right? Unless Patrol 50 has
Bro.
like claws for swords.
Just make a clause for swords and then bring back 64, because like if it's swords in lake, it's doomed. It's over.
No, but it can't be. But okay, it can be swords in lake if it's vanilla TMS, I guess. But
Yeah, like I don't want that to happen. On an entertainment perspective.
Esme got the scale and then wrote actually throwing on her notes.
Good. Esme has some accountability. I like
did
that.
Esme get the bug net before leaving Skyloft?
No, did not
Uh-oh.
actually.
I mean I can understand going straight for the double Florida sots to be.
Yeah, definitely. So we could potentially see her.
She will be getting
orphaned.
shed soon because she doesn't have much else to do. But
She has a dungeon though.
it's gonna be so long before 64 finds out the double Florida sots.
It's more likely that
You
he
say that
finishes.
she's throwing, but she like this is an alright play, rushing double sots.
Yeah, nah, rush the double sots, bro.
You guys are like, oh no, just throwing, but it's double sots. There are 2 items here. Oh
Letter.
no. Okay, well that'll bring it back to Skyloft at least.
That's great. I love this. I love this already.
Oh no.
It starts letter. Let's go.
Wait, so what's gonna be on Colin?
I'm very happy right now.
Bugnet being on Shed is mind breaking me right now.
If Esme wins, why is it bad for you?
Because he'll end up facing Deer, most likely.
I don't know how you work out the predictions there. Mitts.
Meats, which we knew were already sots. But
Yeah.
Colin's letter sots. Oh. Claws on Colin.
Yo, guys. Ferris Courage on Colin.
So, she should know that mitts are sots for Skyview, because she worked out the key logic that 64 didn't.
It could be on 50. I guess so, yeah. There's too many things right now. Alright, yeah, I'm listening. A clock pause is not camel cast. What the hell are you talking about?
Yal's been on some drugs. Just
He's been on crack, honestly.
64 getting his hook beetle. We are going to see 2 new checks from 64 here in Farron. See, the thing is, if this is claw shots, Esme is actually going to need that eventually. I just hope that Esme checks Shed before leaving.
Why do we need claw shots, though?
Because if it's sots, and if it's sots, it locks 2 swords. Which they're going to need, and they haven't read any claw shot stuff out of logic.
I thought you were talking about if it was not this check.
Yeah.
Or AC key logic. Yeah. Alright, let's see, gamers. The highly anticipated check is about to happen. Oh, I already forget this grunt's name.
Alright, Pipit. Give us claw shots.
Ferris Courage! I made it happen again!
Spiral charge! Spiral charge locks 2 swords!
I made it happen again! I've been reading logic like a fucking pro this week.
Esme, please get shed. Esme, please get shed. Esme, please get shed. Esme, please get shed. No!
It's not happening. Oh my god.
Oh, there's a bet. Esme opened a bet.
Esme opened a... Is
It's
TMS...
vanilla.
How could it
Alright,
not
I'm
be?
putting-
Question mark. There's no way.
2.4K on this no way.
I'm putting all my money. All my money on... How could it not be? Honestly.
I can't believe that you'd create drama in the commentator's booth here, Peck. We're voting for different things now. We're enemies.
No, but I have to represent half the chat. That's just how it is. I'm enacting my council duties on comms right now.
The 64 also is in Elden now. I'm going to be checking all the mitts locked stuff. When did 64 get mitts?
Huh?
When did 64 get mitts?
When did 64 get mitts?
That's Esme! What? Oh my god! Calms is having a stroke, I'm sorry.
I'm like... Huh?
That's
I looked at this cracker.
Esme's
Yeah,
the one in Elden.
Come on, bro. You're making me confused.
Oh. Esme.
Esme's gonna get you baited.
Esme.
Or maybe not. Maybe it might lead to a sword, who knows?
Okay, but we do know for a fact that there has to be a sword on Spiral Charge.
Technically, that mitts leads to a sword, so...
Oh, they're doing Earth Temple. That's a good reason to be here.
So 64 will be getting 2 checks that we haven't seen. It will be nice. I love this seed. This has been great. There's a lot of haha funny moments. I like how, yeah, the seat's been played specifically. We would never have saw it this way if both of our runners didn't elect to skip Retro for so long.
We still would have got to see the insanity of that double Florida sauce.
True. Did 64 already check the back of...
Yes, he did.
I don't even know it was there. I wasn't paying attention. Damn. Okie dokie.
Esme failing cutscene skip when she had bow.
It's a bit unfortunate for like.
I think to be fair,
this battle
there
here.
are no runners that would have gone to Betrow with 5 crystals.
Yeah, but
But
there would
10
have been
was
plenty of runners for 10. There would have been
Yeah.
plenty for 10. Especially because it's only a 2-minute time commitment. Like, bro.
for 2
like,
checks.
yeah, like it's 1 check per minute in check density. Like, bro.
Okay, CJ, but 5 loose is lame. 5 loose dumb. Loose crystals dumb.
You're dumb. Where's that gif of the yaw?
So I think this is going to put Esme and 64 shockingly close together with the difference of the bug net.
Which is good. That's what we like to see.
And of course 64 doesn't have the knowledge that for Hora's courage is hard required, logically.
That's very true. My English is not very great. Unfortunately, it is my native language and I'm not very good at it.
You don't actually think they're that close, TBH? I speak 2 languages and English is like the 5th of them.
Hey man, I only know how to say a few sentences in Indonesian and Japanese.
Boku no koga no miru. Don't translate that.
Bro. TOS.
Maybe it's TOS.
Oh!
Esme? Crashed. I think.
Oh,
Oh no. Well, they're definitely not close
Esme.
now.
I'm starting to feel. I'm starting to
Esme
feel for
is,
Esme.
Well, they're definitely speedrunning getting back into the game. They're menuing like a
Menuing like a delete application. Oh my! Oh boy! Sorry guys, I have to forfeit because I had to reinstall USB loaded GX. That would be so sad.
deleting USB loader in a run. Oh my god.
Oh,
Imagine deleting USB loader in a tournament run.
oh god. This is my user for yeah, pretty much.
Both runners going back for Dodo. Okay. Why do you think why would 64 go to Floria?
No, like, there's not really a good reason to go.
He doesn't have the double Florida sots.
It's kind of hard to say where he could go, or should go.
He's definitely running out of locations to check, so.
So I think eventually he will go to Lake, which will be nice.
It's not one check, he's already in Lineru. He forgot to talk to Dodo. He's fixing that, so he doesn't orphan it. He does have the crystals from Floria, so it is 2 checks. It's 2v2. 2v3.
I mean, you're better off for clearing what you can do, so... At this
Esme
point...
making a very quick recovery from crashing and almost deleting USB loader GX.
Very true, very true. It's very hard to say what 64 does after Linearu, to be honest.
There really aren't any correct choices from his perspective. He
No.
doesn't have any hints telling him where to go.
Like, he's got a hint stone in Volcano Summit, which would help him. He's got a couple of checks in Lake, sorry.
And the worst part is, until he gets the hint stone in Summit, he's not going to know that Ferora's Courage is a SOTS item.
Yeah. So, potentially you might orphan that until he gets claws, which would suck.
So I imagine that he is going to end up doing Elden with Mitts. I think that's probably what's going to happen after Floria.
I would
Or
believe so.
Cistern. He's going to do that or Cistern. And if he does Cistern, well, he still needs to go find swords, so... Yeah, I do think he's going to last location Collins and Mitts, but I do think that he's going to go for Mitts in that situation instead of Collins, not knowing that Collins is SOTS. At this point, he should be certain Mitts are just SOTS for Skyview. He doesn't have the SOTS hint for the Mitts. He will get Mitts and just see 5 more checks open. That's all he'll see.
Yeah. Also, Thunderhead's still not in logic for that sword.
Yeah. Well, I mean, logically, Mitts gives him access to that sword. So Esme logically can get that sword.
Yeah, not, but like, that could be a SOTS progression at this point if Team S is a thing.
Sure.
Isn't a thing, sorry. Or at least Team S. You know what I mean. Like,
64 also doing fun. Though he is a 100% runner, so...
it could be the spiral charge has like ballad or something, and then like it leads to the sword, which
Ballad
would
does
kind of
not
suck.
Open Thunderhead in these settings.
Oh, that's right. It's open. What am I talking about?
Spiral Charge probably leads to Claws. I think that's the most likely outcome right now. No!
Ah, RuPaul, bro.
He really did get robbed. He was so close.
Alright. Is he gonna get it the second time, or is he gonna do 6 tries? Let's find out.
The chest opening song is the music for the Earth Temple lava cutscene. Incredible.
Aww. Bro, the strat's not working right now. He's electing to orphan it. Honestly, that's a good play here.
It'll pay
He doesn't
off.
know.
He
He
doesn't
doesn't
but it'll
know.
pay off.
It will pay off.
Is he going to Thunderhead? For what?
No idea.
Maybe he just wants Harp now, yeah. I forgot about Bug Island.
Oh, bro, Night Academy SOTS. Have we resolved Night Academy SOTS?
Bellows. Wait,
Okay.
no.
We haven't solved it.
Yeah, Knight Academy SOTS is Ferora's Courage.
Oh my god. Why did I have to remember that now? If I was running the seed, I would know what was in Night Academy, but I haven't been taking notes, so.
Bellows for Floria access. Yes, that is true. Bellows could still be sots for Floria access.
Actually, very true.
64. Knowing the route for Bug Heaven. Should, given that he's run 100%. Don't know if Esme will. He killed the Elden Roller.
Unfortunate. Gets stepped on.
I believe in Hundo you have a better bug net.
Oh, did he kill it? Yeah, he killed the bug. He killed the
Well, he's getting
bug.
he killed another Elden Roller. Oh my god, no.
No!
Don't worry, guys.
Don't worry,
64
guys.
is a Hundo runner. He knows what he's doing. Oh,
He's got backup 10. He's got backups, guys.
I believe you have to do it in under 3 minutes, right? He's still got plenty of time.
Yeah, he's still got time. Natural murder's brain.
He doesn't have claws. What are you supposed to do if you don't have claws? Okay, voiding brings you back here.
Good thing.
I was about to say, I think he's soft locked in Bug Heaven. So he still needs 2 Elden Rollers because he's killed 2. There we go, this one.
Alright,
He also needs a Grasshopper that he's killed.
Bruh.
Oh, Elden Roller and a Grasshopper.
Alright, here we go, here we go, here we
This is
go.
all he needs.
Don't step on the Elden Roller, please.
He got the
Don't
Grasshopper.
I thought he stepped
Let's
on
go.
it again.
Oh my god, I thought he stepped on the Elden Roller again too.
I can't laugh. I'm gonna be shit if I have to do this check. And there's half. There we go.
Oh, apparently that's a rando thing, voiding out down there.
Honestly, that's so good that it's a thing. Otherwise, who knows when people would have saved.
Esme is going to get digging at Summit. And then I assume dig spot RBM. You could have not had to do that, by the way, Esme. If you did dig spot RBM. Just saying.
What is this seed, bro? Oh, I didn't realize after 10 minutes it cuts it.
Esme, you need water.
Water.
Wait, why does Esme
Water.
need water? Didn't they already open it?
Safe scum.
Oh, she
Probably.
says comes it.
There's no other way.
5 bottles, none of which have water. She has every bottle.
Come on, man. You've got to cover all your bases. You need the mushroom spores, you need the water, you need the stamina potion.
Doing heart blocked checks before Florida.
I mean, at that point, he's just pursuing advantage with like. I don't necessarily think this is the worst play.
But it is pretty bad.
Or at least in this context, yeah.
Yeah.
What is that?
Looks like a medal from the side.
I thought it was bottle, but like, it can't
It
be.
can't be a bottle. Alright, Esme gonna leave Summit, get the last 2 dig spots, And then...
Nah, we got to see chat really early on in Elden. I think, if not Monk
What
Reserve.
is- I mean, at this point, Esme is running out of things to do as well. I think she does Bug Island too.
You can't put it off forever, Esme.
Or, Shed Chest. That crystal's on call in there is kind of disappointing. And I imagine that 64 is never gonna check Summit here. Like, there's no reason to go there for just a hint stone.
No. Yeah, it's better off to just do checks at this point if you're 64. Unless he's banking on a sword hint, which, like, man, like, what are their chances? Looks like he's gone to Floria? No? He's doing the trial? He's doing the Allen. I thought he was gonna do the trial.
Or maybe? No, wait, right. There's no way he does this trial unhinted, right?
It was hinted.
He doesn't have that hint, though.
No, he doesn't have...
Academy Sots could be pointing to Bellows. It probably is pointing to Bellows.
He could just do it because of Smile Charge, though. Like, he might be running out of checks, though.
Doing an out-of-logic trial for Spiral Charge that opens 2 checks in Levias instead of doing Floria.
This time is 100% the run. Yeah, there's, like, man, there's no way.
I mean, I don't know if I can blame 64 for not having the Floria hintstone.
Yeah, no, that one's just unfortunate with how it was routed in. You can't really control that one. It's just the decision of leaving Petro for so long was just astronomically painful to watch.
Yeah, Esme is looking for Bugman. And once she's done with all these dig spots, once she's done with all this mid-slot stuff, I think all she has left is Shed Chest, and she's gonna be kicking herself for skipping that. And Kina.
Esme has not had a good few seeds lately. Been getting very unlucky with placements and routing.
Esme is a fellow's D-masher during sand slides. You love to see it.
I mean, it's better to keep that camera angle.
Well, no, if you mash Z, the camera gets stuck in the ceiling, and it's funny.
I honestly wasn't looking. Oh.
The sand slide in the top of sand slope.
What? There's a sword here?
Okay, but there still has to be 2 swords locked, or 1 sword in vanilla TMS behind Spiral Charge.
That still could be a Sot's sword from, like,
Wait,
because
no,
of
there's
the
no way it's
myths.
Sot's crystals anymore, given everything we've seen.
Yeah. Bruh. Sot's sword.
They could still be
Could-
claws for key logic.
Can we just kill the claws right now?
You can get every single check in Cistern with just mitts and scale.
Hook beetle for the boss key though? Like, why do we need claws? I'm confused.
Oh, for the basement. Right, the basement that nobody ever does. 64, oh my god, I was about to die. I thought he was going down into the water.
What, he was going down? I see. I mean,
What?
What else has Esme not done on Skyloft? Because, like, she might want to route all the Skyloft checks together.
Bird's Nest.
Bat 50. Like, I don't think. Yeah. I don't even think Esme's done 40. Oh no, they have to have. Because Mitts. No. Oh, I don't remember. I don't remember.
No, she hasn't done 40. She did 30.
Alright. Oh, bro.
To Florida, to Valor the Goddess now. And then, what does he have left besides Florida?
Wait.
Like, his only option left is to go to Florida.
Isn't that like the Seal Grounds drawing thing? Oh, we don't have ballad. Don't worry about it.
We do
Bro.
have Ballad. It was on Birdie.
Oh. Wait, what?
Yeah, Birdie.
How
had
is 64 not? I swear he's done Birdie.
Ballad. I don't think he has.
That's really
Alan
weird.
too. That's right. Do you think Esme is gonna do Alan and Kina before she does?
Shed. Oh my
Before she does Shed.
Bro, there's no way. Unless she's mistracked. Like, there's no scenario where you orphan Shed chest for this long without, like, actively not knowing that you've...
He's finally going to Florida, but keep in mind that
He doesn't know.
he still needs swords.
At least he'll get a sword if he pursues Mitz and Elden for
He'll
Magma
get one
Turf.
sword. He still needs the other that's Spiral Charge Lock that he'd never think to check without a hint. Alright, Esme, please check Shed. Esme? I command you to check the Shed.
Jeez, Esme's not your dog. What are you doing, bro?
Esme has 3 options. 4 options. Patro, Shed, Kina, and Alan.
All our homies hate Kina, so it's not going to be the one, obviously.
I mean, she did deliver soup.
Bro.
She's going to do Alan. Nope. Nope.
What?
Nope, she's gonna go do Alan. 64 getting Collins and Mitts.
Number 15. Howland's Crystals. The last thing you want in your Skyward Sword Rando Seed. Fucking I couldn't finish it, it was too cringe.
$64 rushing Mitts. He's got 7 checks here in Elden that he can get now with Mitts. And maybe he'll finally end up going to Summit to check fairies and also grab the hint stone that tells him Florida is double sots.
Do you reckon Esme can finish within the hour? I don't know.
Given that we're 10 minutes behind, maybe. I mean, she's got to do a trial still. You can't do that, Esme. Is 64 getting his Mogomits? Honestly, a godsend, because this will help him decide to go check that stone that he desperately needs. Esme also doing great tree.
Oh, thank God for the bubble.
Monk of hearts, monk of breath, monk of drowning.
All
No.
it takes is one mistake here, and it's the swim of shame. Oh my God.
Esme, you're going to give me a stroke.
It's the death for 64 here. Very uncharacteristic. Don't hit the thing. Please. Oh, thank God. Don't get killed by a keys, actually. Bro. I'm cursing. Esme. Oh my
64
God.
getting water, he is going to get the hint stone.
Yo! That's cracked.
Esme running out of things to do as well. Are they going to be like neck and neck in the end game? There's no way, right? Esme, no!
And it all comes full circle. No claws? If Esme dies here, that's gonna be soul crushing. I can't imagine the stress that our runners are on have right now. Like,
Oh
if
my
I was
God.
running in this scenario with the way they've routed, I would be stressed out.
Esme, don't get killed by a keys, please.
We're Gucci. We're fine.
Aurora's courage is on Pippet's crystals. Bellows is also Sots, technically. It has to be at this point. So unless we have 2 Knight Academy Sots.
I cannot wait for 64's reaction here.
The question is, does Esme do Shed while they're turning in Owlin? Or do they do Kina before Shed?
Don't tell me we're gonna have a new chest. I don't want there to be an Esme chest. Please.
No, I think it's just the Brit chest at this point, because I think Kickpot's over from that one too.
Ah, okay.
It's just British people don't like Shed chest, I guess.
British people don't like shed chests. Oh my. All my homies in Britain hate the shed chest.
Is harp-shaped objects? No, heart metal.
I mean, it's not
That's what
the
was on
worst
some
item.
legging. Oh, and a fairy.
You know what British people also don't like? Sandsea.
No one likes Sandsea, that's just true. Of course,
I
British
like
people don't
Sandsea.
like Sandsea.
I like Sandsea. It reminds me of my home country.
It reminds you of Australia.
Like having Stockholm syndrome.
Piece of heart. Esme, check Shed. Check Shed. Check Shed. Check Shed.
I'm a sick person.
Yes, this will still be sub 3 hours, I think.
Hey man, if you guys don't do Sandsea, I'm gonna know that my opponent will never do Sandsea early.
Did 64 check the hint stone? I'm sure he did, but I didn't see it.
Yes, mate, please orphan shed more. Yell biased right now.
She's doing it. She's doing it. She's checking Beatles crystals first.
I need you to
Oh my
help me
God.
tracking next race.
They need help with volunteers for next race because I think Esme and her 64 were volunteered for it.
This is QQ, bro.
Oh my God, Esme.
Please.
Beatles crystals. Do Beatles crystals. That's fine. Please go straight to shed afterwards.
I'm also on comms for that match, so that's kind of a pegger.
64's on comms and Esme's on tracking.
I'm on comms as well. What are we gonna do, bro? Aren't you on tracking as well?
I don't think I signed up for both, no.
Ah, okay.
Raid can solo comm the ending, no worries. Oh, God.
I don't want to leave Raid though.
Yeah, this is the Twisted comms.
This is the Twisted game.
Oh! Thank you!
Oh!
Esme now has access to Patrol 50. Please check shed on your way to Patrol.
If
Please.
you don't check Shed Chest, Esme, you're gonna get a stern talking to.
If you don't check shed chest, then you're probably going to be the cause of death for someone in Colorado who had an aneurysm at their computer.
Bro. Brain rot. I will congratulate you.
Yell bribing Esme to throw the seed. If she doesn't check it now, she definitely mistracked, I agree.
Yal is coping right now.
No, Esme is not checking it.
Not necessarily. Might be just routing in Alan for... No, I meant not Alan. Petro.
Esme, please.
Stop bunking your head, Esme, bro.
So, she definitely mistracked at this point, right? Like...
No, not necessarily. If she leaves Skyloft, that's when she's mistracked it. And that's when we panic.
She knows she needs Harp before she can get Spiral Charge, logically. So, she's not going to be checking Spiral Charge stuff for the Harp. 64 getting a Sword and Turf. Esme, I need you to win. I want Yal versus Deer. I want to
Same.
see it happen.
I also want Esme as an opponent. That'd be fun.
Ouch, percent with 5 bottles in it.
Dude, this is a cracked bingo seed. Got all the bottles, all the pouches, a few medals.
I almost misspelled CJ typo.
Nearly got all the crack packs. Like, come on. Battle Cats. It's gonna. Who knows who the winners of round 1 are gonna play, honestly.
Skyloft Trial vs. Bitwar versus Jim Part 2.
Esme, please.
Yes! Yes! I think that puts our runners... I think that puts Esme 3 minutes behind. Though, because she still has to do Bug Heaven.
Oh, this... This is gonna be a close one.
Esme still has to go do Bug Heaven though, and they've done the same things.
They've quite literally checked everything the same, I think, at this point. It's gonna come down to most likely Endgame.
64 isn't even gonna bother with Alvin. I think 64 is just rushing for his swords, and Esme has to go do Bug Heaven. And then Esme is going to rush for her swords. So they're so close. Like, this is gonna take Esme 4 minutes maybe? That's not even the length of an endgame. I'd say 64 is ahead, but... Only by a couple minutes. Where are you going, Esme? Dins.
Why is Esme checking Dins?
Does she not realize that Collins was sus? She has to, right?
Unless this is like, unless this is claw shots or something.
Both runners are a sword from Go mode. Esme still needs harp too, but she knows where it is.
Nope. Esme too good.
Okay. Esme going to do Bug Heaven, getting nothing from Dins. Dins was basically guaranteed to have nothing because we know there have to be 2 swords behind Spiral Charge, or there has to be 1 sword behind Spiral Charge and Vanilla TMS. Both outcomes, Bug Heaven not. Both outcomes, there can't be a sword on Dins.
Yep.
That's me barely making it.
Alright, let's see if Esme can get a better bug game minigame time. We're working with like a 2-minute 33.
So 64 is going in. We'll time when 64 is going into Farron Trial.
64 has Y in the bottom left.
He just put Y in the bottom left of his game.
Oh my god. That's a common thing to communicate to the chat and comms. I'm glad that we do it.
One of my favorite races ever was the one where Deer put "Where are bottles" in big text over their screen while they were fighting Scaldera. Esme, don't kill it. Esme's catching every bug. She knows the route, but she's just catching every bug, I think, on the way. Does she know if she can void on the platform? Because if she doesn't, then that could be bad.
I think it'll be the first thing they try, so.
She killed a bug.
Oh
She
no,
she
killed the
grasshopper.
No! There's no more grasshoppers here.
You gotta come back later, Esme, before you void.
You know, watching people do this is gonna make it so much easier when I have to do it.
Until you kill the grasshopper.
Bro, don't say that. I'm not gonna kill the grasshopper.
You're gonna kill a grasshopper.
No,
She doesn't need to go get a grasshopper. She got another one. What do you need 3? Wait, no.
You got an ant before.
Oh. Esme. It's dousing. I think those grasshoppers might be a trial game.
Just kill the dragonfly at this point. Oh, it's coming back. Don't miss. No!
Esme, you're running out of time.
Esme! Oh, this would actually kill me. I'd be like, I'm never playing open again vibes. Yo guys, I hear you all like minigames. Wow.
Oh my god, Esme, I'm gonna have an aneurysm.
I'm seething right now. The dragonfly is bro.
Okay, now she needs to void. See if she figures it out.
She has like no time though.
Well, she's going to void anyways because she tried to jump to the vines.
Does she have enough time?
Left? No, she doesn't.
Couldn't
If she didn't kill the grasshopper, she would have been fine. But
Couldn't the
Oh, I
left
think that
grasshopper
this is it.
spawn?
Well, I mean, she just doesn't have time. She had 6 seconds.
She had 8 seconds on the clock when she walked over. There was enough time to go to the left. It would have been close.
64 is an entire minigame and an entire trial ahead.
Oh.
Also, I want to point out that Esme is collecting every bug, even if she doesn't need it.
Esme, no. Yeah, Esme failed the bug minigame, unfortunately. After killing a grasshopper and spending half a minute, maybe a bit more than that, trying to get a dragonfly.
She spent like 50 seconds trying to get a dragonfly. What are you doing, Esme? So I think she knows the route, but she doesn't know what bugs she needs.
They're right
She's
there on the
getting all-
screen!
like, she doesn't need a butterfly, but she grabs it anyway.
Why? It's right there on the screen.
You don't need the ladybug.
Esme, I'm so confused. Like, I don't really know the route 100%. Because that's the thing that would stuff me up. But like, not being able to read a display that's right there, I don't know.
Not killing the grasshopper this time.
That's good, that's good. That's optimal.
Claws. Shots.
No way, that sucks. That opened so much. Oh, please be on the other rock. Please
She
be on the
just
other
needs
rock.
a dragonfly and an ant. There's the ant, she just needs to get dragonfly, the revenge. She's walking so slow.
Dead of the Sith.
Yes! Less than 2 minutes.
I'm proud
I'm
of you,
so proud
Esme.
of you, Esme. I love how 64 is still flying around with the Kiwi. Alright, now Esme, go straight for the trial. Go to the trial.
Alright, Esme, go.
Trial.
I hope for Esme's sake that this spiral charge rock does not have a sword and it becomes a sword hunt.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we also want to have volunteers for the next race, as that would be great.
I feel like this is a race you could make a fun video out of.
Oh yeah, definitely. There's some highlights. Okay, so it's a claw shot's locked unless it's Levias, but I think that's already hinted. I don't know. Let me check.
It could be Levias, but Levias hint could be claw shot locked. Ayy.
I mean, going for hints at this point with claws is the right play because it's just too open, and your opponent like.
What are you good? What are you doing?
What is? Huh?
Esme is going for things in Skyview. Gorko. Gorko. I was probably going to die.
Honestly, it's not the worst thing.
I mean, can there be a sword on Gorko? Like, I don't think there can be.
What? What was that sensor? Why was there a sensor? I didn't even get to read the hint.
That's the Junkin. It's just a lot of dots, and then endless, and then a lot of dots.
Dude, we're gonna see a sand
Or
siege.
not endless, it's I forget what it is. It's astronomical? Astronomical, okay. CJ put it in chat right as I said.
Also, path to Coloctos where? I don't... Honestly, if I was running, I could tell you. But I'm calming and I'm not tracking down things, so... I'm sorry.
64 is still so far ahead, though.
Oh yeah.
Because he knows he doesn't need to check Owlin. He is checking Petro for some reason. Which Esme has already done, so this is free time for Esme, but...
This is going to be huge if it's sword.
It can't be.
I mean, we could just be getting hugely debated. I don't know.
Because the claw shot logic is breaking my brain, that's why.
Because claw shots, yeah.
I just think it's so likely that Cistern isn't the reason the claw shots are suts.
It could honestly just be sword team. It could be anything at this point. Like, bro, we don't know. Just draw a line, Esme. You don't need to do the thing. Oh my god.
Oh my god, Yal was right. Oh.
Yal, you're a
It was the one in... God, what are the chances of that key logic? It's so unlikely. That means that boss key is in basement. You just do boss keys. You just do... Oh my god.
You just do boss key, raise the pillar, and then go. That is clear GG.
Oh,
what?
Okay.
64 got robbed. I mean,
boss key needs to be small key locked.
64 might just get like a sword in this check right here. Like, who knows? It might not be all over just yet.
Yes, if 64 gets a claw shot locked sword quickly, then... Eldenor, you could probably make a sword out of Eldenor.
I mean, you can make a knife out of a ruler. Like, honestly.
Esme bribed Gorko. Esme intimidated Gorko. She pulled out her sword and she said, I better have a fucking another one by the time I'm done talking to you, bitch.
Yes, Master Esme. Here's your sword. Please don't hurt me.
And you guys are just wrong.
Wait, what? Then how? Why? What the fuck is...
Small key on Vine's chest. Claws needed to lower statue. To make it claws locked. Small key.
What? Okay, what was... I've already forgotten which chest had the boss key.
It was that chest is just whip locked. All you need to beat the dungeon is whip.
Yeah.
Vines could have a small key. And if Vines has a small key, then you need the other small key
To raise the pillar anyway, so like... But where's that? I don't know.
You need the other small key to get to the lever to raise and lower the pillar? I think is the idea here. You need the small key to get through the basement with the Boko.
Dude, Elden Ore back to back. Well, not really.
So if there's a small key on Vines, I kind of see it. Yeah, I get it.
Guess we won't know.
Because you need both small keys to access... Like, that's just so you can get to the boss, I think?
Oh, there's the sword!
Before getting a sword.
Not falling too far behind Esme here.
But it's still a lot of time to make up. Yao being straight up rude to Esme.
Yal, I think we need to have a talkie after this race. That's not going to be a good conversation. You will die IRL. Bro, I'm going to have to call the cops. Oh no.
Esme does have Master Sword, yes. So does 64. They both have Master Sword. I think
Honestly,
there's a little more time between the two runners than Horde Skip.
what, hot skip, like, if you don't get it, you lose like 3 minutes?
It's not that much. Chest after whip hooks.
You lose like a
Locked
minute.
container.
Okay. I don't know. I haven't failed horde skip in a while.
I would like to point out that in order to get the Collector's Heart Container, I looked at the logic, Yal's right. You need both small keys or claw shots. But I would like to point out that it says you need claw shots and slingshot or beetle and emerald tablet. Why do you... Yes, you need emerald tablet or 2 ancient sister and small keys. If you have 2 ancient sister and small keys, you don't need emerald tablet. But you need emerald tablet somewhere else, so what?
That's a nice time save for 64 there, though. Getting that small key with claws.
Yes, that is going to save him some time. I think 64 realized... Yeah, I know it's a bug. I just think it's funny that it says you need 2 sister and small keys or emerald tablet. 64 probably realizing the logic there, getting the small keys. The runner's a lot closer because Esme didn't realize where the small key was. Esme getting some really bad RNG too.
Wait, what's the time?
My god. Esme is being robbed right now. But it's Galacta's RNG. Please.
Is it
Galacta.
RNG? I thought it was positioning.
I think it might be, but it's definitely some RNG now, given how many times it's happened. And she forgot to whip the chest.
It's both? The sword?
She got it, I think. I think she got the cycle. She got the right attack. Galactos did the attack she needed. So either she did whip, but it was really late. So I think she just got lucky and got the long attack. I like that whipping Galactos' knees.
Okay, don't do it me and accidentally stab with your Skyward strike. Yeah, just use the bow. There you go. Dude, there are only a Collectos separating.
Word skip matters because 64 routed Cistern so much better.
Yeah. Oh. I mean, I don't think 64 will take damage after this anyway, but it's concerning. Does Esme have a pouch slot? I was gonna say, Curse Metal here would suck if she has an open pouch slot.
I think she does. If I remember, she has an open pouch slot from the last pouch thing she got from Betro. 64 almost died there. Very close to death.
Please be ironic. I summoned the curse. Nah, there wasn't a curse medal. It would have been funny though. I think it's gonna.
Frozen? Is that just me?
No. I think it's gonna come down to if someone gets really nervous in Endgame. There might be a an interesting outcome.
Especially without, like, with the low amount of time between them now, horde skip is
It's
much
the
more.
deciding factor. And then it comes down to good, like, endgame.
Like Esme is very good, but still, I can see her choking.
I could see Esme being a tad slower, and then 64 using better speedrun strats to get better cycles.
So C64 choking.
True.
So
Has been known to do that.
but I mean, he's played a lot of vanilla. He should know the horde. Though vanilla, any percent doesn't have horde anymore.
True.
Not even in HD. I think HD skips horde too. Of course, that's recent development, but
He has no reason to believe that the opposition found a sword any earlier.
But he also doesn't have any reason to believe that the opposition did literally everything before
That's true.
checking
Yes, no.
Flurry Assaults. Like,
Yeah.
64 got that Flurry Assaults really late. "64 Monk of Stamina."
Electing for a save and probably just gonna rush it. Yep.
Okay, Esme
No
has
fairy.
A fairy.
Oh, wait.
No, she has a fairy. She has a fairy and 9 hearts.
That should be fine. There's no way she dies here.
But missing horde skip could be the difference without close there.
Yep.
But, you know, Esme is a great runner. Like,
Honestly, I just want Esme to kind of be in the winners for round 1. Because then I have the opportunity to face Esme. But I don't really mind either way.
with very fast first barrier. She's still gotta hit that guy a couple more times, but very fast first barrier from Esme. 64, he's taking a rest. He needs a second.
Gather some thoughts.
Heal up.
Just don't sit down.
Yao biased for his own bracket.
Bro.
I think that bomb
If
might
six-
be in Esme's way of horde skip. I don't think the Moblin's in a good spot.
Oh no!
Esme missing horde skip. The Moblin was not in a good spot, and one of the Moblins didn't take damage. It's a backup. There are 2 backup Moblins. Oh,
Going for a backup.
one of the Moblins still has a shield.
Oh my god. Is it gonna happen? Oh my. Oh my god. She's doing it. Got a Z target, bro. You got a Z target. Oh my god. This is too close.
You don't have to Z target. KitKat doesn't.
It's just, I think it's easier to Z target. Oh my god. Oh my
Esme-
god, this gets closer every second she doesn't get this. Oh my god.
Esme, you can't just run up the shield. You can't just run up the shield.
Esme. Oh my god, Esme.
Yes!
Yes, Esme! Go! Fuck like the win! No!
64 missed
64,
horde skip!
no! Does he have
Does
a
he have a
backup?
backup moblin? This would be neck and neck if 64 didn't miss horde skip. They would be right next to each other.
Oh my god! This is the most unfortunate outcome ever. I wanted it to be super close.
Bomb from a... Did Esme drop that bomb? No, that must have been from a Boko.
That was a Boko bomb.
A Boko bomb giving Esme a free kill on both Salfos. Incredible.
Oh my god. We're gonna have to tell 64. He probably already knows at this
watching.
point.
Yeah, he's probably watching.
Yeah. 64, I feel so sorry for you right now. Oh.
Honestly, there being a sword on Gorko is insane.
It's such, yeah.
And I think the only reason Esme knew that there could be a sword on Gorko is because they understood that the system key logic could play out the way it did. Which is, you know, some good game knowledge. Esme entering Girahim 3, getting punched immediately.
With the shield equipped, not optimal.
And already used their fairy, so... You know, it's not over until Demise is dead.
It's luck because it's against what I wanted. Y'all, what the hell?
64! Did he get a fairy?
Yeah,
No, given his hands are up. I don't think he did.
What? He didn't get a fairy?
He didn't get a fairy. He used it.
Used
oh.
Oh. No. Lepe hands, bro. Lepe hands.
What about Lepe's hands?
I keep pushing for a Lepe hands, but it never happens.
The vanilla TMS prediction paid out. I won $5,724.
I lost 4K.
Yeah, thanks for your 4K.
It's fine, I didn't care about it. This is only ZeldaSpeedRuns free. I only care about the main channel.
That's not gonna work, Esme. You can't... Skyward strikes don't work if you hit the person with the regular strike as well.
Jesus Christ.
Which Esme seems to not know. Because she keeps going to really close range Skyward strikes.
Do not
Esme, just do shield the strats, please.
Esme, no. Esme.
Panic!
You wretched brat. Don't run out of stamina here. Alright, we're Gucci. We're Gucci. Oh boy.
Esme going into Demise with 1 heart and no fairy. 64 going for Horde Skip again. Running straight up the shield and making it! What did he mean by this? Is that some, like, insane boomer strat?
No Z target? Oh.
I mean, I know KitKat doesn't Z-target, but, like, you can't just run straight up the shield, can you? Like...
I think based on your position you could. If you time your roll perfectly, I think you could.
64 just gambling that he's gonna get the kill. Finally gets it. Esme
pretty much in the clear now. Getting all the demise strats, now she just gotta kill him.
No!
Ooh, Esme dying in demise right after I jinxed it! Comes curse, no! Both runners 64 dying in horde again, no. Double death.
Let bay hands be free. Oh my god.
You know, I think at every point in this race, both runners made the wrong choice.
Yes.
Esme didn't go to Betrow, which was an understandable mistake, because she only had 5 crystals.
Yep.
64 didn't go to Betrow, even though he had 10. So they made the same mistake there. Esme orphaned Shed for so long for no discernible reason. And then failed Bug Island. 64 didn't have the saw tints that he needed for Florida. 64 died twice in Horde. Esme died in Demise. It's honestly tragic.
No!
Yeah, nice bias. Esme not dead here yet.
Not quite. Oh. This is.
Oh my god, Esme dying to Demise again!
This is like.
You can't tell me that Gorko isn't lucky, Al says right after complaining about people calling deserved wins in Rando.
This is like me and SGL like Demise. Oh, bro, I feel so bad.
Yeah, it's luck.
It's
Rando, though.
nerves. This is the worst SSR, bro. This is great. I've loved it.
Just as much luck as Bugnet being in the one thing that Esme orphaned for 200 years for no reason.
Yeah, like honestly, the luck balanced out at that point. Yeah, both runners do deserve a hug after this. Honestly, which one are you? Which one are you hugging? Red.
No.
No.
No, neither runner deserves a hug after what I'm watching right now.
Oh. I'll have to hug them both.
Alright, phase 2, let's not screw it up again, Esme.
There's no way. Third time's the charm.
Nope, they messed it up again.
Shield.
They're dead,
The
they're dead,
shield.
they're dead.
A
They're dead,
fucking
they're not
shield.
dead.
Oh my god.
They waited this time. GG!
It's GG.
Oh my god.
Oh my.
GG to Esme with a time of 2:42:30. What a display at the end there. My heart. Oh my god, this seed was so many decisions. Hello, Esme, how are you feeling?
I'm so sorry. I knew it when it happened. It's like, oh. In my defense, I was having calibrations issues all over the shop.
Yeah. Honestly, I thought it was just nerves, but
So I mean, obviously what I want to ask is, why'd you orphan Shed for so long?
Right. I don't know. In short, I don't know. Because I figured that if something was in Shed, 64 would have got it ages ago. And
the meta game, yeah.
Yeah, I kind of had to. I felt so far behind after like 40 minutes in.
Don't
Yeah,
worry,
fair enough.
You definitely weren't very behind. Like, at every point in the seed, high 64. At every point in the seed, you guys were somewhat close in some way.
Yeah. And then I died to Horde twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
DJ, I didn't need to figure out the sots, so...
Esme died to Demise twice, but Horde deaths are really just... Oh.
Yeah,
Esme
'cause-
also getting the backup Horde skip was hilarious.
You know, that took forever. That's perhaps the slowest backup I've ever done.
In a perfect world, we would have had none of yous died, and then it would have been like the closest race.
Both of you and Demise at basically the same time, because 64 was up Horde skip right when Esme was.
Yeah.
So Esme, did you figure out that Ferrar's Courage was a required item?
I suspected it might be, and then I got Bugnet, and I was like, well, it can't be now, because all I'm missing is a sword, and
Well,
how
if
does
there had
Ferrar's Courage
been-
lock 2 swords?
It had spiral
Which it
charge.
could have been. It could have been, but I
Claw
was...
shots. Claw shots were on.
I know, and that's what I was planning on doing after I did Gorko, because I was like, I don't think 64 is going to do Gorko for a while. And I feel really far behind. This could save me.
And it did.
Which...
Yeah, I probably would have... Well, the problem with Gorko is it was kind of out of the way for me because I did Skyview basically as soon as I could. So I would have had to make a return trip to Skyview with Ballad to get... like, even if I did get Ballad, which I didn't... I would have had to then go make a return trip to Skyview just to activate that trigger and then go to Sealed Grounds and then activate the Goddess Wall. And I would just, in my head, there had to be a sword locked behind Claws. That was basically my assumption as soon as I got Claws, because I knew that they were soft.
Yeah, and the fact that the Sot's claws ended up being required for Cistern key logic is kind of insane. Like, I would have played that seed with the assumption that there are 2 swords locked behind claw shots. But the claw shots were actually required because logically you needed claw shots to get small keys so that you could get into Coloctos. Because
So do we know where the second small key was then?
no, but all that matters is there was a small key on Vine's chest because you needed claw shots to get that. Because otherwise,
Right.
logically, you need both small keys. And since the small key is locked by the small keys, then you had to use the other route, which was claw shots, so that you could get into Coloctos. And Esme ended up skipping that small key and doing the Cistern clip, which actually made the race even closer.
I feel like, I feel like you always go for that other chest just in case it's a small key, because in this case it was, and that's the God Go mode layout for Sister.
Yeah, and it
Yeah.
had to be a small key if you need the claw shot logic.
Yeah, well, I didn't, I mean, I definitely, it was, that being key logic for Cistern is not something I would have consciously thought about, and I didn't. I just, but,
It's not something I consciously thought about too. I got that from chat. I was
Only
convinced that
reason-
Gorko was going to be dead.
Is that the only reason for us was sots? For key
Yeah.
logic?
To get claw shots for key logic and Cistern.
That's wild.
Yeah.
I was like, when I got Ferrari's Courage on, when I got Ferrari's Courage off of Colin's letter, I just like, that's when I threw the Y up on the, up over my restream window, and then made it that much worse when I got Claw Shots, because Claw Shots was the one item I did not want to see.
No, definitely not. Opens up like 35 plus checks, I feel. Like, that's what it feels like.
It is literally about that many, because at that point, I had checks opened in every region, and it's like, well, where do I go?
Much like the kick cut clip in his race, the entirety of the area is open. Go find a sword or whatever.
Yeah. Of course, this had to become a sword hunt.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like by all rights you should have won, just based off of scale alone. Because I was banking on it being somewhere awful in Batro when it was just right there at the beginning.
Yeah, but I mean, you did Owlin before checking Shed. You did a lot.
I did everything pretty much. I think I had Kina left.
Yeah, everything.
And maybe that's about it.
No,
I still had Thunderhead, I think. Maybe.
Interesting, because it's like I got that scale, and like the first thing I checked was Shed. And then I got the bug. Now I'm like, well, and then I'm like, okay, maybe the sword's behind the harp, and of course it wasn't.
Well, it was. You were just on Gorko.
Right. Well, okay, there was a sword behind. I guess there was a sword behind harp, and there was a sword behind claws.
Where was the other sword?
It was
Platform by Fire Node.
Yeah, that one.
Ew.
I mean, it wasn't the worst, and luckily I had the better judgment to not go into Sandsea. Because for half a second I was thinking about going into Sandsea, and that would have been rip.
Well, the early caves key kind of made me think that it might be there before, like, knowing, obviously, the sword on Gorko wall, and then on the Lanayru desert one.
A lot of hint stones missing because claws were so late in logic. That was a seed. And
3 junk hints.
But I defended not doing Betro with 5 crystals. Like, I was like, oh, Esme had 5 crystals. Of course they didn't go to Betro, And then it would have played out because Gale was on Betro 5.
I was very much thinking of keeping the 10 I got in Summit and going back for it on the off chance, and then I was just like, I really don't want to have to run back through all of Summit to get back to a statue.
I think a huge difference here, at the very beginning of the race that you guys wouldn't have seen at the end, is that at the start, Esme did a full sky loop, including Thunderhead, and 64 grabbed 1 hint stone and then went to Eldin. And the only real difference is Esme went to Eldin with a bottle, but she got the double flurry of sots on Summit, and she had that the whole seed. Whereas 64 didn't get that until 2 hours in.
Which is why I didn't do Shed.
And
because I was like, oh, I've got double sots there, let's go.
64 had put off Floria for so long, and then he got the double Floria sots after he'd already checked Floria, and then realized, oh, Cullen's letter was a sots item.
Yeah, well, I mean... Yeah,
Anyway,
is that vanilla pouch, and then a pouch in practice sword, and then pouch me getting all percent, and then pouch percent.
Yeah, you had watching you.
And having all 5 in my inventory for most of the game.
I'm just gonna say it's time for me to dip because it sounds like they want to get comms in for the next race. GG's to both of you. Very good race to watch. That's pretty much it. I'll catch you lads later.
Yeah, GG's to both 64 and CovenEsme for this race. That was look, I'm sorry. That's it. I'll say it.
I'm just sorry for how that ended. That was I know it was absolutely painful to watch back, and I knew it was going to be painful to watch back.
I
The last
was
little bit.
I was wishing for bugnet required, like so hard. and it delivered it 10 minutes in. So yeah. Yeah, thanks for this free stream. Also, big thanks to Pac-Man Power Ghost and Raid Spinner for being on comms for this race. And also big thanks to Battlecast and Vimilia for tracking. So we still have quite a lot of Skyward Sword races coming up. We have CJ versus Asher coming up really soon right now. And we have Mario Runner versus Lepelog tomorrow. So yeah, that's it for today. Thanks everyone, and see you later. Bye!
Bye.
Wow.